Hi, video diary. Um, Couple of HD updates. I um, some good news. I think if you watched Marie's most recent video diary, you perhaps may have caught that regarding work now. I was struggling to work because of my health issues. I'm struggling to perform at the high level I needed to in the role that I was in. So my current status is that I've been accepted onto a sort of a rehabilitation program at work. So this is a work related thing. I'm still employed as I ever was. For the company that I work for, but I'm now full time on a rehabilitation plan, where I basically have no more work duties at all. However, I'm given sort of rehabilitation and convalescence assistance, to give me some breathing space, away from this sort of the stresses of the demands of work. It gives me time to adjust to my sort of changing medication regime, and I'm hoping through this service I'll be able to get some assistance, such as cognitive behavioural therapy and similar things for me to manage. To manage anything really, I guess. But yeah, so the plan is that after a period of time, potentially up to several years if necessary, get me up to a point at which I could ultimately return into the workplace, and at that time, I can go through an assessment to sort of agree a role to go back to at work. So it probably may not be the previous role that I had there, but it will be something more in keeping with my health constraints and the requirements that I now have as due to my disability. So yeah, so we're very pleased that that's happened. Gives us a bit more, gives us a bit of financial security. It was a bit of known then for the last few months as to what really was going to happen. So yeah, pleased about that. So that's that. What else did I want to tell? Oh yeah, you may recall with regards to driving, as it was, I'd notified the driving authority here in the UK, called the DVLA, Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority or something. I'd informed them of my change in health status a few months ago, probably about 6 months ago, and explained that I with my condition at certain time, sometimes I feel able to drive, sometimes I don't, and they've been consulting with the neurologist, the medical team that provide me with my clinical care to understand about HD. And I've got scheduled in a couple of weeks. I've got a sort of a formal reassessment of my driving skills at my local GP, at my local doctor. So I'll go through that process. Now it will determine whether or not I'm able to drive anymore. So yeah, I guess if I fail that assessment, then they'll take my driving license away from me. So it'll be yet another bit of my independence that I lose. But to be honest, I don't. For a lot of the time, I haven't really felt safe driving anyway. So there we go. There's that.